Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rise and Grind in the Near Ecosystem, episode 18, I think we're on. This is a new format that we're trying to do in order to get more people onto the show. We're doing, to some extent, pre-recordings when people can fit their time in to talk about their product because the time zones across the globe are sometimes hard to fit in. So on the episode today, we're going to bring on Claudio from Metapool to discuss what is Metapool in terms of how the project works, what their current timeline is, what their team is currently, and then also where they want to be in the future. It's a really, really good product, something that's going to be more well-known in crypto as the whole space develops. So it's a cool one to get in on now and kind of realize this kind of thing's possible. Before we introduce Claudio, he'll be on in about 2 minutes. I just wanted to do a quick news recap of some of the more important announcements that happened in the ecosystem this week. So this is December 1st, week of December 1st, 2021 in the Near ecosystem. If you're new and you're following along, a couple of things just to keep your eye on that have just come out. So we start on Twitter with the Near-Knots launch. So Near-Knots went out earlier this morning on December 1st. I'm trying to find their exact launch point when they talked about it. They sold, I think, like 500 or 600 pretty quickly. You can go pick up a Near-Knot on nearknots.io. It's randomly generated. I think there's like a couple thousand for you. Each one's like between, I think they're like 7.5 Near each. So definitely a cool collectible. A lot of the Near team has them. So that should give you a sense of kind of like their confidence in the project. And they're really nice and interesting, I think. So have a check out at Near-Knots. In other NFT news, there's also going to be the Near Misfits. They've sold out. They're available on Paras now for resale. They're all gone, but if you head over to Paras, you can still pick up a Misfit. I think they're going for like 10 to 15 Near each right now. And then Near Cats are the only other one that's also going out. There was a tweet in here that they had quoted the Near Cats. I don't know if I can find them. Near Meerkat Kingdom. So these guys, I don't know when they're coming out. Check them out on Discord. There's 5,000 of them. This is like the very beginning of the NFT economy in the Near ecosystem. So let me just share my screen real quickly so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. These are the Near Meerkat Kingdom of what's coming out. And then previous to that, we have the Near-Knots, the randomly generated ones that they were talking about. And then the Near Misfits are sold out, but you can get them on Para. So NFTs are alive and well on Near. Flux, the Flux token sale is starting at Copper Launch. It started already. This is ongoing. Matt Hisley, Near Content, wrote a really good article on what is Flux and why does Flux matter. I would encourage everyone to have a look at this and kind of think big, especially if you're familiar with Chainlink. This is a really interesting project that's just getting off the ground. Next generation oracles. Beyond that, Near Week came out with their most recent edition, Near Week edition number 33. The latest edition isn't out beyond this, but it's pretty recent, 3 or 4 days old. One thing I want to emphasize from this is they're really emphasizing jumping into the Near ecosystem, starting your career. I know from Proximity Labs, Aurora, a lot of people, there's over 100 positions that people are trying to hire for in the Near ecosystem right now, across all facets, operations, community, marketing. You don't have to be crypto native. You can just jump in, and as long as you're, able to work on a team, there's a really good chance that someone will pick you up and give you a shot. So I would advise everyone, check out the Near Week edition number 33. They have a nice overview of kind of all of the most recent updates from the Near core team and then also from the ecosystem itself. Some of the most interesting ones, the bridge between Near and Cardano, Nearpad teaming up with Frax, Near-Knots, we talked about that already. Question, we had brought them on the show last week. And then this is a pretty cool one. Jumbo Exchange Dex is launching on the Boca Chica Mars platform. So would definitely recommend everyone to have a look at those 3 announcements. The NFT scene at Near, Flux oracles, and then near week just to stay up to date with everything happening. We are at a really cool time for the ecosystem's development. I actually tweeted the other day on the interest of where Near's at in terms of market cap, right? So we're down here, cell number 15, 4.6 billion. And if you look at GitHub daily development activity, granted, this isn't the whole story. It's still a great sign. And if you've seen how we've evolved on this tracker over the last 2 months, Near's growing pretty quickly. So yeah, with that, I think that pretty much covers most of the news of the essentials for this week. What I'd like to do now is bring on Claudio to talk a little bit about Metapool. Metapool is a very interesting project. It's a little counterintuitive, so you kind of got to get your head around how exactly it works. Once you do, I think you're going to like it. Most people are pretty excited about it, and they've fundraised pretty well. So without further ado, Claudio, welcome to Rise and Grind. You're muted. Let me make sure to unmute you so you can hear. Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Ozzy. Hello, everybody. This is Claudio, one of the co-founders for Metapool, based in Mexico City. My co-founder, Lucio, he's based in Argentina. So this is a full-on Latin American project on the Near ecosystem. So really happy about that. Just got in 3 weeks ago from Europe. Had the chance to be at NearCon, so that was really good. Hope that I met a couple of you there, and if not, then let's strive for NearCon beta, right? So anyhow, thank you very much, Ozzy, for the space, and yeah, a lot of things are happening this December. It's not gonna we're gonna go out with a bang for sure. So we will be announcing the IDO. We just announced it yesterday. That's going to be happening from the 7th of December to the sorry, it's the 15th of December, I think it is. So it's it's 7 days pre-sale and then 3 days sale. Those are going to be the dates. I'll get you the exact numbers. It's just been such a blur this last couple of days. But it's been really exciting time to be in the Near ecosystem, to be part of this, and for us specifically, is just an opportunity to display what the level of engagement that the Spanish-speaking community has in the Near ecosystem. So it's really happy to be here, and yes, and discuss everything Metapool.
Cool. So Claudio, just to kind of kick this off, I'm going to share my screen and we can look at the Metapool homepage, and maybe you can walk through to people who are like, I'm new to DeFi, I'm new to crypto, I don't really understand the premise of this. More or less, what exactly is Metapool trying to do in the Near ecosystem?
So basically, our vision is we want to unlock the 400 million Near that are being staked. So if you've been exposed to Near, you understand that it's a proof of stake protocol, and one of the benefits is that you can grab your tokens, and if you're not going to transact on it, you can delegate them to a validator node, and this will give you a return on investment on it, an APY, which is around from 10 to 11%. The only thing here is that when you delegate your Near tokens, you're not able to transact with them. So that means that they've been delegated and they're locked on the validator node. What we do is basically we grab when you stake in Metapool, and just for clarity's sake, we do not run a validator node. Metapool does not and will never run a validator node. So what we do is basically we're an aggregator. So when you go into Metapool and stake in Metapool, we grab your Near and divide it evenly between 51 validator nodes that we have gone through an extensive exposure to it. Sorry about it. Just my COVID and post-COVID and stay-at-home dad. Just has its perks, right? I'm with my kid all day, but then again, this sort of things happen. But anyhow, so basically, what you do is we grab your signature, distribute it evenly between the 51 top performing validators, which we audit through a bot. We basically go into the whole validator network, select the top performing ones, which give you a good APY, do not take a lot of do not have a high fee, and that they have good uptime and performance. Um, of course, we delegate a little bit more of near tokens to just the top performing ones, which is really important. And that's what Metapool is. What we do is basically, and then when you delegate to us, we mint an NEP 141 token, which is a fungible token called STNear, which is a liquid asset. And with this liquid asset, you can go and participate in any of the in any of the DeFi applications that are right now on mainnet, such as Rev Finance. Hopefully next week, OIN Finance will launch their V3 DAO, or their DAO version 3, which will support the Near protocol. And you're gonna be able to collateralize your ST Near and mint a stablecoin through OIN. But coming back to what Metapool does, what Metapool does is that we allow you to stake your Near and also participate in the Near ecosystem with a liquid token called STNear. Of course, we provide some extra incentives, which is when you stake your Near tokens with us, we reward you with Meta token. The Meta token is the governance token for the Metapool DAO. When we launch on August 23rd, Metapool launch supported by the Astro DAO. It was called Sputnik V2 at that time, but now it's called Astro DAO. And so we launched with the DAO behind it from inception, because we believe that this protocol should be run by the community, because at the end of the day, why we build it is to build value for Near token holders. We're allowing those 400 million Near that's been staked right now in different validator nodes, we liberate them. We allow for you to still be earning your rewards every 12 hours, every epoch, and also participate in DeFi applications or trade trade the ST Near as well, right? So that's what Metapool does. And
so just
August 23rd.
Real quickly, if I can just understand this kind of on a granular level, where exactly do you receive your rewards with STNear? Do you receive them when you cash the STNear back in at the end? Do you receive them through the STNear itself? What's the process from someone who is I can use a validator, I can use STNear. What should they expect when they actually stake with STNear to see or access their rewards?
So you have to harvest your meta rewards. Okay. This is automatically harvested. So there's no need for you to go. When we launched, yes, people had to go there every 12 hours and harvest their tokens. Right now, that's not there. There's no need for that. When you liquid on stake, or when you also provide liquidity to the liquidity swap pool, we can go into that a little bit down the road. But yes, when you stake every 12 hours, your STNear is accruing in value, and also you are generating meta tokens, meta rewards. Nice. So yeah, so it's done automatically for you. So no need for you to do anything. It's just it's automatically harvested into your account, and so
that's super smooth.
And in the beginning, it was locked, but on November 23rd, those meta tokens are now unlocked. So now anybody that's been staking with Metapool is earning unlocked tokens, right? And for this, and this is where we go and discuss a little bit why we're doing the IDO. Right now, I think there's some unofficial swap pools in Ref. Yes, you can go ahead and go and buy them. But yeah, people are hodling. So thank you very much, Metapoolers. We're doing this for you. And then, yes, and that's why we're doing the IDO, which is a price discovery event. We will be putting 28 million meta tokens in Skyward, which is a launch pad. And so people can go there and get exposure to the meta token, so they can trade it for near, which is the other thing, right? We're not going to be trading it for stable coins or trading it for any other asset. It is the near token. So the idea here is just creating value for near token holders. That's always going to be front and center our vision and why it's driving the hopefully the innovation that we're going to be doing and the partnerships that we're doing.
That's super cool. So just for everyone interested, they have a blog up on the Metapool Medium about this sale. So I'd encourage everyone to have a look and read this. More on you guys, who you are, your team, and your build out. You mentioned, we know Lucio, yourself. I think Alan and Fritz are not super well known. Where are you guys at right now in terms of building the team, scaling, and integrating Metapool kind of across the near ecosystem?
Yeah, so actually we're hiring. So if you're interested in we're hiring developers, front end, back end, also looking for somebody in the business development as well, marketing, growth. Yes, so we're if you're keen into getting into the crypto space, please give us a shout out. Just go to our Discord, in the Metapool Discord. Let me share that with you, Aussie, so you can post it as well, and just reach out. There's the moderators there. There's also a couple of folks that definitely you should be talking to, which is Clara and Misael, and also talk to the moderators in your regional languages. So we got a couple of them, and so we're really excited about it. So here's the link. It's a Discord link. So, but if not, go to our Twitter. You can find the link in our bio. Go there and engage with the Metapool community. And we're interested in also talking to ambassadors in the many different regions of the globe, because we're global from day one. We have now ambassadors in Korea, China, Vietnam, Indonesia, or Thailand, Russia, of course, Latin America, and we're growing. So definitely hit us up on Discord, or send us a tweet as well with your work, and we'll get back to you ASAP. So definitely right now we started just Lucio, myself, Alan, and Fritz. Right now we've grown to 7 people. So we got somebody handling like the social media, Clara, who's helping us with operations, and she's in charge of the Discord, and 2 more developers as well, besides Alan. So really happy about that. Team is growing, and we're also got something really important to announce. So please check out us on Twitter. We'll be doing that later today. So make sure you don't miss it.
Cool.
But yeah, and that's besides the IDO.
Fantastic. Now, before we get closer into the future integrations roadmap and the IDO itself, I wanted to kind of add a little section in here on what your experience has been like as a founder. You had a previous full-time job that was not in crypto. Crypto was a part-time, passion of yours. Then you made the plunge. You went full-time. You've been pitching to a lot of people. You've been kind of on the front lines of what it means to be a founder in 2021 in Web3. What advice or insights would you have on how that process has been for you to other founders?
Yeah, it's been a ride. I actually, yesterday was my last day in my Web 2.0 job. They were pretty cool. They let me go pretty early in November, but at the end of the day, it's not an easy decision, right? How can you explain that to your the one for people like me, a little bit older, with quite a bit more responsibilities, right? It's taking the plunge is always a mental game, but you have to be prepared, and first piece of advice: engage with the guilds. That's how my career in the Web3 space started. We kickstarted Near Hispano, which is the Latin American guild for the Near ecosystem. That's how I met my co-founder Lucio. And we have an internal joke is like we're girlfriend and boyfriend, male correspondence relationship, right? We haven't met each other, just through chats, through video calls, and we kickstarted everything. So it's just been I've been glad that to join the guild network for sure. If I would have not done that, I would have not met Lucio, and Metapool would not been where it is today. So and here I gotta give out some props to the Ants Guild, right? At the end of the day, I engaging with you, the Open Web Sandbox team as well, the creatives DAO as well, also the Near devs as well. Shout out to James as well. He did a really great job of just onboarding me and showing me the ropes in the Near ecosystem. So shout out to him as well. If it wasn't for him and you, Aussie, I wouldn't be here. That's the reality of it.
So in terms of your guys' going to fundraise specifically, I think it's a daunting thing for a lot of people. They're like, how do you do a private fundraise? How do you reach out to people? What should you expect? You know, what does that whole process look like these days? Do you have to know someone to really get in and get taken seriously? Can you do it cold? What have you learned on that process?
Have something on mainnet. That's first and foremost.
Okay.
You can launch something with an idea or something on testnet, but if you really want to show your what the color of your fabric, it has to be on mainnet, and that conversation is totally different. We're kind of giving an alpha here, but yeah. So we raised our seed round, and so.
Congrats.
Well, it's yeah, and that happened, and we basically closed it in NearCon. We closed a couple of deals there at NearCon. So, and it's just showing proof, right? And I think for us, the social capital and the cloud happened during NearCon because yes, Ilya talked about us. Metapool was front and center in his talk. Eric also discussed Metapool. Kendall and the proximity team have been fundamental in helping us guide us through how to shape Metapool to be an integral part of the Near ecosystem in DeFi. So definitely a shout out to Boa and to Kendall. You guys rock. Thank you very much for giving us the support. And that's kind of the first stepping stone, right? Have the network support to also, when you're talking to investors, they can understand that they're not talking to just amateurs, right? They're talking to people that have been around the ecosystem. The ecosystem know them, that you will have supporters and people that will vouch for you. And that's the guild network at the end of the day. Yes, another shout out to the Near University team, like Sharif, Shashi. They're doing an incredible job. And that's how our first engagement with building stuff on Near. Not directly, but through their entrepreneur in residence program, which I'm part of, just supporting ideas, supporting the Near ecosystem. I think that's the way to roll. Find the things that you're passionate about, and for me and the Near Hispano Guild was education. That's our mission, right? Drive education on the Near, how to build on Near protocol for the Spanish-speaking region.
Really cool. That was a really good synopsis, I think, for people looking to get in, because we do receive multiple guild inquiries these days, and lots of people looking to kind of figure out what's happening in the ecosystem. I think one thing that, at least from what I found when I talked to people about Metapool, that is not fully understood is the significant advantage that Metapool brings to when it's being used in other collateralization platforms. So maybe if you want to talk about what that means, like why would someone want to use ST Near to yield farm on Ref or Burrow or what some of these other DeFi plays, and where do you as a team hope to integrate into the future with your product? That might be a helpful place to start.
Yes. So we were a little bit hesitant, right? When creating the first farm, ST near RAP near in RAF, right? But like I told you, like the proximity team guidance was key. They told us, go for it, right? And right now, one of the things that is happening is, yes, you're repping the rewards and getting the yield from RAF, but your meta tokens are being accrued through the RAF smart contract. Right now, we'll have to work on how the distribution of those meta tokens will go, because at the end of the day, who's the how the meta token smart contract works is that if you delegate the STNear, the meta rewards are also delegated to the other smart contract. But right now, rest assured, those meta tokens are with the RAF team, and they will go back to the LPs. So no worries about that. So that's an extra reward, right? That's you get the ref rewards, and then you get the meta rewards as well. You're not losing anything, and you're also the STNear is accruing in value every 12 hours, right?
And so just to break that down for people to realize what that means. Normally, when you yield farm with a DeFi project, you are using something that like Near or another token that could be staked, but you're not staking it because you're trying to generate revenue from farming it in some pool. What ST Near allows you to do is to actually earn your staked reward and the farming reward in parallel, which from a financial interest perspective, is not financial advice, but from a financial interest perspective, it's a no-brainer, right? Why in the world would you use Near to farm when you could use Near staking rewards and farming rewards through ST Near? I think that's a pretty clear value proposition.
Yes. So one of the clear objectives that we have for next year is that for most of the AMMs in the Near ecosystem to use ST Near as the peg digital asset for any farm on the ecosystem, because it makes a lot of sense. You're not gonna lose any of your rewards. You're gonna get on top of that the meta rewards, and then on top of that you get the farm rewards as well. And now that the meta tokens are unlocked, we can provide more incentives to our partners as well. So not only are you getting the rewards through the Metapool contract with the ST Near being staked, you're also going to get rewards through the farming as well.
Incredible.
So it's going to be a little bit crazy, but yes. So definitely regarding partnerships that's coming up the ranks. Hopefully next week we will see the OIN Finance smart contract be live on the mainnet. What you will do here is that you will collateralize the ST Near and mint a stable coin pegged to the dollar. Now, of course, you will have to over collateralize. That's part of the deal, right? It's how they make that's part of the business model for OIN. But then with the stable coin, then there's going to be farming rewards in ref. And then you can use again ST Near and the collateral, which ST Near is always accruing in value. So there's little chance that you can get liquidated, or that you're going to be exposed to any of the how can I say, risks of running a farm, of putting it on a farm, and then you're going to get extra rewards on top of that. So that's going to be a good thing that's going to be happening. I think Q1 of next year, if we can hit the ground running, maybe by the end of December, but that's still TBD. And then we got also Octopus Network is coming. That's another farm that's going to be happening in Ref, and that's going to go live after the IDO finishes, which is the 17th of December. So definitely Santa Claus and the New Year's are going to bring in some extra rewards for those degens that are hearing us right now.
So if you're listening right now, it should be pretty clear, the importance of marketing, communicating, building relationships on the team. If you want to kick off your career in crypto, would highly recommend jumping on the Discord server, talking to the Metapool team, and just putting out what you're able to do and your availability so they can pick you up. I think that's a great starting point for people.
Yeah, and just to show the Gen Crypto conference. Hold on a second. Sorry about. Just 1 minute, guys.
So in the meanwhile, while we wait, we can look a little bit into the IDO. So just to get a sense of where it's going, it's going to be on Skyward. I don't actually think they've said how many of the tokens are going to be available on the IDO, but that might be something interesting to look into.
Sorry about it, guys. So no, we just did a post. If you go to our Medium, so that's 28 million. The page in Skyward, that's gonna be live hopefully in the next couple of days. The Skyward team is working hard on that. We're collaborating with them, and so yeah, please follow us on Twitter. That's where we're gonna be posting it. If you follow us on Medium, that's where you're gonna get the alphas. That's the first place where things go live. Maybe 20, 30, maybe 1 hour, then we will tweet it out. But if you want to get the alpha, please sign up and subscribe to our Medium account. And so yeah, so it's definitely it's super exciting. We're also talking to Trisolaris. We're talking to Nearpad. We're talking to Rose as well. So there's a couple of other DEXs and AMMs that we're going to be announcing some partnerships further down the road. But I think first and foremost, the most important event right now is the IDO that is going to be happening on the 7th of December. We're giving exposure to the whole ecosystem, right? I know a lot of people are maybe have locked up a near and that cannot be used right now in Metapool, so they have it in with delegator nodes. But if you want to get exposure to Meta, this is the quickest way to do it without staking and supporting the protocol, right? A good thing to just lay out on the table, right? All of the proceeds from the IDO are going to go back to incentivize the partner network and the ambassador programs. It's going to go directly to the treasury. No, it's not going to go directly to Lucio and myself. We're taken care of right now, so no worries about that. We're here for the long term. Also, discussions around the vesting part. So there's a 12-month lockup for the founders, and then a 24-month vesting period. And for advisors, it's a 24-month lockup, then a 12-month vesting period. For our seed investors, is the same thing, 12 and 24-month lockup, and then 12 and 24-month vesting, linear release. So we're 3 years until the dust settles. So rest assured that in crypto, 3 years is maybe like 10 years in Web 2.0. So we're here for the long run, and we're glad from all your support and from the Metapool community and the near ecosystem.
Amazing. Well, I think, Claudio, this has been a great overview of what Metapool is and where you guys are going. Is there any final things you'd like to leave with viewers? Personal experience points, advice for the future, or ways of getting involved in Metapool, just to close it out?
Yeah, for me is definitely get involved with the guilds. That's the underlying layer of everything being built on top of the Near protocol. You're gonna find some great surprises there, some great friendships, and like any other community, there's also some bad actors, right? Just stay away from them. Don't feed the bear. If anybody has like bad vibes, just stay away from it. Like understand that there's more to the Near ecosystem than just the bad actors. For everyone else, it's all good vibes. Everybody's here to build, to create. There's a lot of stuff going on in the NFT marketplace. A shout out to the Nativo NFT marketplace that was sprout out from the Near Hispano community, and also through a collaboration with the Near University. So definitely shout out to Nativo. They got the Crypto Catrinas there. It's all in Spanish. Support. We want to try to support also the local languages. You have the dolls as well, the Nativo dolls. So just go for it. Put it in a Google Translate. But yeah, definitely support the Nativo NFT. I think they just got a grant as well from the Near Foundation, so they're alive and kicking, and that they're building for the long haul.
Really, really cool. Well, I just want to say, Claudio, thank you for the time. Thank you for what you guys are doing for the Near ecosystem. I'm sure the 400 million Near that's going to be unlocked through Metapool is appreciating what you guys are doing. And also thank you for what you guys are doing for bringing the Latin American community onto the protocol and the ecosystem. So best of luck in the building, and we'll be sure to look out for the IDO on December 7th. So take care.
Cheers to everybody. Keep on